Men, I have something for you today. I have this post that I saw on Twitter, now X, and I want to read it out for you. Men, I need you people to genuinely love your women and treat them right. I'm not talking about money because I know when you hear treat a woman right, it is always about money. I'm talking about sincere kindness, being a safe place, being the reason she looks forward to coming home, giving her wings to fly, love that does not silence her for fear of violence. You can be firm without being unreasonable. Masculinity is not a pretext for evil and not an opportunity to exert power abusively over the family you head. Relationship and marriage is a covenant to love and to cherish. You see, there are so many talks about money, 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 money these days. And we don't see how we are leaving behind some important things. Anything that comes around, the next thing is to think of money, to send money, to do this. Some guys don't even have any idea about gifts or giving gifts. In fact, in this video, I'm catching myself and I know. So it's not just about talking to men, I'm also part of them. When some guys hear about gifts or maybe they think about giving gifts, the next thing is to ask for account details, or that's the lazy way of doing things. Of course, they just send money, that's all. No brainstorming of what their partner might like, nothing. In fact, you don't even have to know all these things, but you can consult people, you can ask. We really need to do better in this category. Just like what I read before, we need to start learning how to genuinely love our women. We need to start focusing on how we can love our partners and not just thinking about giving them money or that. That is equally important, but it's not all about dealing with your spouse. Also, masculinity is very, very important in the house. Don't let people make you feel that if you are masculine that you are bad or you are evil. No, it is very, very much needed. It is an important fabric in this our society. I'm going to be cutting across several points. This is just like a first part of this topic. I'm going to be doing a series of it, like a second episode of this, because it is a very broad topic and it cannot be addressed in just a few minutes. So I'll break it down. Then I also need you guys to, come up with things that men can do better in dealing with their partners. Dear men, you can come from a broken home and still set up a healthy home, a loving home. Coming from a broken home is not your choice, but you can choose to start a lovely family. You can learn what is good. You can learn the things that brings up about establishing good homes, and that will work if you want it to work for you. Because in reality, the choice is yours. Also, it is important to take responsibility for your mistakes. Like, you shouldn't let your masculinity makes you feel that it is not of importance to accept a mistake or apologize when you're wrong. You have to find a balance, maintaining your masculinity, and also know when you have to accept your responsibility, accept your mistakes, apologize when you're wrong, and be able to be talked to. Don't be like
the lion of your house. Whatever you say, nobody must have an opinion.
The best way to teach your partner how to apologize is to lead by taking responsibility about your mistake. You apologize to your partner if you're wrong. You apologize to your child or children if you have one. That's one of the best ways to lead. Also, you have to understand that these women that we deal with, these are spouses, these are partners. They can be out of touch at some time. They can also be out of place. You should not take it to heart because it's just momentarily. It's not like something that stretches for a long time. It can be due to anything, maybe their body or hormonal imbalance or anything. Take some of the things that she tells you jokingly serious. Take it seriously. There are some things that is hidden under jokes, and it's also a way to send a message to you. So if you're sensitive, you will know these things. This one is one of the things that I must not fail to mention. As men, we have to learn how to celebrate our partner's success. She's not a threat to you. She's not a competitor. It's more of collaboration than any other thing. You get, classism is real. Classism is real. Dear men, there are some ladies that you shouldn't bother to go for because they are out of your league. They are out of your class. It is what it is. There will be a lot of problem for you if you are eyeing a lady that is way above your league. You are just looking for trouble. On the other end, you are going to you're going to be pulling the lady down because she's up there, you're down here. So it is better that you maintain your class, or you look for somebody that you are above in class. When you stay within your class, or when you marry somebody, or you engage with somebody that you are above, you are going to avoid a lot of problems. We need to pay attention to that. When you get married to somebody that has more IQ, that is more intelligent, that is far better in career level, I mean, that has achieved more exposed, and many other things like that, and you are just down there, it's not compulsory that you engage with such person. You can be their friends and all that, because the dynamics of relationship is very wide. It changes. It requires a whole lot, like a whole lot. So don't add this to your problem. I must not fail to mention that there are outliers in all these things that I've mentioned. Yes, there are outliers, but because there are outliers doesn't invalidate the points that I've shared. Try as much as possible to listen actively. It's one thing to listen to your partner, your spouse. It's another thing to listen actively. Listen in a way that if a conversation you've had with her before comes up again, you will still be able to remember some important things, some important points, and you're not just blank. It is very important to note this. This is for people that aim to get married later or to be engaged with a partner later. There are some red flags that are visible more than the other. Do not let our shape, our physique, our complexion to blind you from looking at the important things. Because this shape, this complexion, all of this are very superficial, very, very superficial. Be with a lady you can listen to. If you know that you're up there, your standard is high, you just want somebody that will be very useful to you. Be with a lady that can provide solutions, not all the time, not like they have it all, but there are some ladies that when you have a conversation with them, it's not just to reply with, okay, God will help you. All right, I pray it's successful. Those kind of responses. You have to look for somebody that you can have a conversation with and can give a response, like a response that can clear some gray areas. This can be detected before anything official comes up. So there's no excuse that, oh, you don't know this before, you don't know that before. Even after separating these visible red flags, there are still some hidden ones that comes into the marriage. So let's first eliminate the visible red flags and look at our choices. There are some men that they think that, oh, all women are this, all women are that. Maybe it's the ladies that you have met with, or maybe it's the ladies that you have had some dealings with. Your choices will be questioned because it is affecting your experience. So if you don't change your choice of ladies that you relate with, nothing is going to change. Be assertive, be resolute with your needs. This is what you have outlined, what you need in a lady. Stick with it. Don't let any lady comes with emotions and rob you off of what you need. There is a way feelings can be induced if you are not resolute. So if you are on your own and you have a lady that you know that you don't have any emotional connection with, you don't have any commitment with, you don't see any attraction, nothing, and the lady is all over you, you have to remain resolute. It is difficult. Sometimes that particular person will not understand your actions, but believe you me, if they are in that shoe, they will do likewise. Women are resolute with whatever they do. They stand by it. So make sure you do that too as a man. Stay with whatever that you want to do. Okay, this is the kind of person I want. This one is not negotiable. Stay with it. Don't let anybody gaslight you and say that, oh, but she's kind. Oh, but she's, she'll be faithful. She'll be loyal. Oh, that. Or, oh, she's attractive. Can't you see that she's beautiful? Gentlemen, take this thing seriously. It is not a crime to be a traditional man, but stick with a lady who fits that narrative. Don't bring a lady into your narrative thinking that you're going to shape her into that. She's not that. She's not brought up that way. Look for somebody that fits to your traditional narrative. It is not a crime at all to be a traditional man. And if you're not a traditional man, congrats. But it is not a crime at all. I'm still going to have a series of these, like I said before, because it's a broad topic. I'm still going to talk about family values and how we can provide solutions to some of these things that we are dealing with in this generation. So stick with me on this journey, and I'll catch you in my next video.